In this video, we share with you another of Arizona's spectacular red rock locations, the city of Page, where we visit Antelope Canyon and Horseshoe Bend. We begin our trip from the Glen Canyon. If you watched our last video, then you know we left the canyon in the midst of a snowstorm. Not only is it snowing hard, but the amount of snow resulted in our intended route, which was across the desert highway. It is now closed. This adds another 100 miles to today's journey, as we need to head all the way back to Flagstaff before we can turn north towards Page.
He knows how to drive in snow.
There's a little slick on all those oil things they put on the I-64.
Shortly after this tractor trailer passes us, we come across it again, only this time it's not going anywhere soon. Accidents happen in an instant, and slowing down is your best insurance to be able to handle the unexpected.
So the trucks are really comfortable with it, huh? Huh? What'd you say?
If they drive in it every day, they would be. You just get used to it. Get a feel for it.
Clearly, this driver got too comfortable. Our progress north to Page has finally gotten us free from the snowstorm, although the rain continues throughout the day. The rain, though, it seems to make the Navajo Sandstone a deeper shade of red, if this is possible. As we get closer to Page, we pass several stands where the residents of the Navajo Nation are presenting the goods for sale. I strongly recommend that if you choose to visit this region, you take the time to visit some of these stands and view the fine wares that they are displaying. The items here are goods that people have created going back many centuries. The objects are the items that Native Americans have made and used in their daily existence. The artist and skill they present in these pieces is outstanding and is very heartening to see when individuals have managed to thrive by drawing upon tradition mixed with modern commerce. In traditional Navajo society, the family is organized through matriarchal kinship, where small independent bands of related kin interoperate to generally make decisions on a consensual basis. In this model, where women are the family leaders, the marriage between man and woman results in the man moving into the woman's family. This came as a surprise to us to learn that this is not only true for the Navajo, but for most of the Native American tribes. While the women are the decision makers, the males hold different but equal importance to upholding tradition. The male duty is to support the female and to educate the children in the traditions and history of the tribe and the clan. Sorry about the raindrops on the windshield. I know they're kind of distracting, but I try to limit the amount of wipes of the wiper when we're filming so that the wipers themselves don't become what you're watching versus the scenery that we're filming. Anyone who has visited the Colorado Basin knows the kaleidoscope of color the region's rock formation can provide. The color within the red rock is primarily the result of surprisingly small amounts of iron mixing in various ways with compressed sand and clay. The complex, called ochre, can take on a range of colors from off-white, yellow, pink, orange, and blood red. Of all the common, colorful minerals found in the Earth's crust, few are as abundant, dynamic, and multicolored as iron. Depending on how it combines with other elements, iron can form a venerable rainbow of colors. When iron combines with oxygen, it becomes iron ore, and its degree of oxidation largely determines its color. Navajo Sandstone is so named due to its origin being sand. This sand was deposited in massive domes in the Mid-Jurassic era, that is 144 million to maybe 200 million years ago. Navajo Sandstone is thus the youngest dominant rock layer within the region.
Someplace around here is that horseshoe.
That's what I want. I want to see the horseshoe
Yeah,
because we didn't get to last time, and I saw so many pictures of that. And I'm like,
Someplace
yeah,
around here. What's that?
the
a big
river makes a horseshoe around a cliff. It's like this beautiful shape.
You can look down on it and you see a horseshoe water bed around rock, or around a land center.
Wow, look at that. Very pretty.
I didn't get the other thing that you.
After a very long day of driving, we finally come into sight of our RV park. Its location is within the Glen Canyon recreation area. It puts us almost ideally close to Antelope Canyon, which is on the same road,
She's took
and
us right
very
to it.
close
There's 59,
to Horseshoe Bend.
60, 61. So I guess it was
We're back in.
okay.
Yes, we're back in.
57, 56. What are we doing? 40 something?
42.
Okay. Keep on going.
We are thrilled with the quality of this park. It is like an oasis in a desert. It is absolutely beautiful. We decide to celebrate, head into town, and grab a drink or two. We spent a week at this park, and the views across the horizon never failed to amaze. The appearance of the mountains and the buttes varied constantly depending on how the light was hitting them at that particular moment. It should be noted that both Horseshoe Bend and Antelope Canyon each reside on Navajo lands, and that a fee must be paid to access these sites. Trust me, it is money well spent for such unforgettable sights. Once you park your car at Horseshoe Bend, there is about an easy mile walk to reach the bend. Stepping back in time, about 200 million years ago, much of the American Southwest was an enormous desert with vast expanses of sand dunes. Over the years, these dunes were buried by additional layers of sand. As the pressure of these layers increased over time and minerals seeped into the sand, lithification occurred. The process transformed the layers of sand into a compact, solid rock known as Navajo Sandstone.
I'll get
This
you.
comprises the stunning cliffs of Horseshoe Bend. After the formation of the Navajo Sandstone, additional sedimentary rock layers, including mudstone, calcite, and limestone, were deposited on top. This continued layering of various rocks types over millions of years contributed to the area's distinct stratification appearance. As with the Grand Canyon, the Colorado River carved the site that now presents itself in the unique horseshoe shape seen today. On the outside of the bend, where the river's velocity is higher, there's more erosion, leading to a deepening of the canyon. Conversely, on the inside of the bend, where the flow is slower, more disposition occurs.
It is really gorgeous.
The second epic stop for us is Antelope Canyon. In reality, it is Antelope Canyons, as there is an upper and lower canyon. We visited the upper years ago, and this time we are going into the lower canyon. The labels upper and lower are really misnomers, as the upper is a narrow canyon that you enter at ground level, and the lower is a narrow canyon also. However, you climb down about 100 feet and walk through the canyon. In general, the upper allows better access to rays of sunlight, and thus you get the fabulous light beam photos from this canyon. The lower canyon is generally regarded as more colorful, and we agree with this assessment. Having viewed both, I think I enjoyed the lower better because you spend more time in the canyon and the photography opportunities are endless. Our guide was very gracious with information about the canyon and its sights, the location, and in regards to the Navajo. I was surprised to learn that the Navajo do not wear feathers. They wear breastplates. Breastplates are comprised of bones and were worn as a measure of protection. Here, we learned that the region was so named due to the former abundance of antelopes in the area. While once plentiful, antelope, as with the buffalo, were killed en masse and are now a rare sight. As we are staying at a campsite that resides within the Glen Canyon recreation area, we go on a bit exploring of this location. While we didn't rent a boat and take to the river, we did walk down and see the river. While taking this walk, we come across a couple of cars that appear to be the casualties of some off-road driving parties.
Fed by the Colorado. The dam that makes this is the Glen Canyon.
As our time in Page, Arizona is drawing to an end, we venture out and explore the Glen Canyon Dam. While the National Park Service does offer tours of the dam and its operating facilities, during our visit this was not offered, so we are limited to viewing the main dam and the surrounding landscape. Thank you again. We are deeply appreciative of all of you that have joined us as we visit Antelope Canyon and the Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona.